they cool down very quickly and look like hairs. And they're actually pretty hard to find after an eruption. And that's because they break very easily. So they're turning into dust very quickly soon after the formation. So I have some ice. You want to see what's happening if I put it on top? Yeah. So just before that, we have a flash on the front row over here. Yes, over here. You. Yes. Yeah, lava. So when I'm going to put the ice on top, the lava is going to cool down very quickly. And when lava is cooled down very quickly, there is no time for crystal to appear inside the lava. And you're just turning the lava into what it's most made of. And it's most made of silica, 47%. So you're just turning the lava into a volcanic glass. So what's happening here, it's the lava is cooling down. It's not the only thing. Some of the steam from the ice is going up, and some of it is being pushed in force inside the lava and make it blow like a balloon. And that's what you can see a little bit here. It's just the steam trying to escape, but at the same time lava on top is getting more solid. It's kind of trapped there. Of course, if it's too thin, it might go through, and everything could collapse like a souffle. And behind, in the channel, you can see that the lava is not moving anymore. But inside, it's still very hot and liquid. And that's because lava is cooling down over the edge of the flow. And by doing so, it's actually insulating the lava flowing inside it. So in nature, in the open, lava is losing around 100 degrees Celsius every kilometer it's flowing. But when traveling under its own insulation, like it's doing the channel at the moment, it's just losing 1 degree. So it can stay hot for a very long time and travel very long distance underneath. And because of that, I can go under it and I can lift it. Oh yeah, I know I'm pretty strong. And that's because it's on the edge, but inside it's still very hot and liquid. And if lava is flowing on a slope in nature, maybe the lava will be able to flow out of its own insulation. And if the lava is flowing out, you'll just leave an empty tunnel behind. And that's the way to do a lava tunnel or lava tube. And the same thing is happening in the front, on the surface getting more solid, underneath liquid. So let's see if I can show you. We're going to do the same on the other side. You can see here, still very hot. It hasn't lost a lot of temperature yet. It's still like yellow. Then it's going to go orange. And yellow is kind of the hottest color we have here. All the color is pretty hot, but yellow is kind of the hottest one in this condition. And then when it starts to cool down, you go from yellow to orange, then to red, and then to black. So you can see it's still very hot. There's some in the front. And I can actually go in, lift it. I can do the pillars here, kind of like the stuff. It's a bit more viscous, so it's not as smooth. I can still do them a little bit. You can see that when I'm stretching the lava, so it's getting thinner, and then it cools down faster. And you can see in some areas where you're losing the color and turning black. And when it's black like that, you break quite easily. And of course, when it's cooling down, then it's also getting more sticky. One more time. But that's still very hot. Believe me. Can you hear the lava making sound?
Yeah.
Not like very loud at the moment, it's gonna get louder. But this sound is just lava cooling down. And what's happening, it's lava. When it's a liquid, it's taking more space than when it's a solid. So when cooling down, it's actually contracting on itself. but at the same time it's contracting, it's getting more solid. So it's making cracks and fissure into it. And that's what you can hear. It's just the lava breaking itself apart. And because of this cracking, especially at the top of the slide, I'm putting some protection on it, just to be completely safe. So in the next 5-10 minutes, you can hear a lot of sounds coming from this area. It's totally normal. And this cracking is what makes the lava feel quite dangerous a long time after an eruption is over. For example, the last eruption next to Blue Lagoon last summer. Oh, you can go there and check the lava field cooling down. And that's okay. But some people walking on it. And this can be very dangerous. Because first, lava could still be very hot. Depending on the amount of lava you have on top of each other, it can take years, and sometimes hundreds of years, to cool down completely. But you could be also walking on top of the lava tunnel, and if the roof of this tunnel is not thick enough, then it could just collapse. You got the cracks and fissure when cooling down. And under that, lava could still be very hot. It's a very good insulator. And that's why you have to wait a very long time after the eruption is over to be able to do the lava safely. And if I'm saying that, it's because you could see a lot of people walking on it, and sometimes the search and rescue team need to come and help them. So if you're going to a newly formed lava field, well, depending on the condition, could be okay, but just stay on the path. I guess not worth it to go on top, at least for a few years after an eruption. So in the front, we have some bubbles that are still intact, and you can see this bubble, they're completely dark. That's because they're so thin, they cool down very fast. That also means they actually break very easily. And inside this bubble, the lava is still orange. That's because even a thin layer of lava, it's enough to insulate the lava flowing inside it. And here, I'm gonna try to lift it to show you that it's still hot. You can see here, it's still very hot. Of course, more viscous, but still very hot. And I'm going to show the difference of temperature between the surface and inside. But first, I want to see if I can lift it a bit more. And here, for example, it's getting very viscous, and I think I'm trapped. But that's okay, I have another stick. So yeah, same thing here. See, I can even do Pellé's hairs. See, like crazy hot inside. And when I lift it, I have to be careful because when it's getting more solidified, there's like a chance or risk to make a catapult at some point. That could be fun, except for one person. You can see like very, very hot. And if I check the temperature of this thing, so first, where it's dark, so that's been where I put the ice on top first, so over here. It's 500 Celsius, 930 Fahrenheit. Well, that's still hot, but well over what we had at the start. If I check inside, in the bubble here, it's 1330 Fahrenheit, 720 Celsius. It's a bit more, and that's because it was protected by the solidified lava on top. And here, I have some paper. So let's burn stuff. A lot of people like to burn stuff. It's scary. So if I put it where it's glowing, just at the top here, catching fire pretty quickly. And I have a tip for you to know the temperature of the lava. When lava is above 600 Celsius, 1100 Fahrenheit, that's when the lava is still emitting light, like red, orange, this kind of color. But when it's below this temperature, it's when the lava is taking a dark color. So if you see that lava is still glowing, that's when it's still above 600 Celsius, 1100 Fahrenheit. Is it going to help you to know if you can touch it? Not really, but that's the only tip I got. But that shows you something. That shows you that even when it's dark, like it is on the surface in some area, well, it doesn't mean it's cold. It can still be hot and for a very long time. So So if you're not sure about the temperature of the lava when going to a lava field, just don't touch it. And I know that looked very obvious, but we got 12 eruptions in the last 5 years, and it was not obvious for everyone. So I just prefer to say it, just in case. So I'm going to put some lights on the lava, and it starts to cool down. So we have a better view. And now in the back, in the channel, lava turned into a volcanic glass. And that's because it's cooling down very fast. But if lava would have more time to cool down, we'd have time for crystal to appear inside the lava. And at the end, when the lava would be completely solidified, it would look like this here. So these gray rocks around the slide, well, it's also basalt, but it's a crystallized basalt. But if I take this rock, put it in the furnace in the back and melt it, you will get out the same way as you just saw. And that's because it's the same composition, just a different speed of cooling down. And the black material we have here, well, that's what we used first to do the lava, so it's also basalt. But this one exploded on Katla 100 years ago. So all three things, they look completely different from each other, but same composition. Just different process of formation. Any questions so far? I don't see most of you, so if you have a question, just say it. And I love questions, so don't hesitate. So again, I'm going to break the channel, and I'm going to show you how it looks like inside. So here, if I grab a piece, you can see inside it's still very hot. So it's darker on the outside, cool down faster, and that's allowed the inside to stay hot way longer. Of course, now I broke it, it's going to start to cool down very fast. It's already red, it's going to turn black very quickly. But that's when you have to imagine more lava will take a longer time to cool down completely toward the center. That's why in nature it can really take hundreds of years, even sometimes like thousands. It can really take a long time. Obviously here, we don't need to wait years to cool down. That's because we have way less lava than we will find during an eruption. But in the thickest part, like in the front here, it can still take up to 3 days to cool down to room temperature. So that's a very long time, and we can't really wait that long because we have another show in an hour and 20 minutes. So we have to clean when it's hot. So at the end of the show, Gabor is going to come back with big gloves, and it's going to use very high-tech equipment like a pitchfork and a bucket. And just going to shovel everything out of the slide. Still hot, he doesn't mind. He's not touching it, it's just your shovel. So everything into big buckets, and then we leave it in the back, and generally we use the same lava, not for the next show, but for the one after that. We have 2 batches of lava, we're just melting one after the other. But we always remelting our lava. And when you're looking at this volcanic glass, you may be thinking about another kind of volcanic glass. Have you heard about obsidian? Yeah. Or dragon glass, for the one that remember, and maybe some Minecraft also. So obsidian, it's the same thing. It's a lava that cooled down very quickly and turned into a volcanic glass, except it's from a different lava. This one here, it's from basalt, 47% silica, when obsidian is from a lava called rhyolite, and rhyolite is up to 90% silica, so way more. And the main difference is kind of the solidity. Like both are very sharp. Well, that's not a problem. This is sharp, obsidian too. But obsidian is way stronger in a way that if you try to shape it, it's a bit like flintstone. You can make something out of it. And that's why civilization in the past used it for tools and weapons. This one here, when it's cooling down, it's actually very brutal. It's hot at the moment, it's not the case because it's still hot, but when it cools down, super brutal. So you can do stuff, but way harder. But if you want to say that you saw obsidian today, I'm okay with that. Almost the same. You would be the one lying about it. I told you the truth. And that's for the same reason, like in the front, if I try to break it at the moment, I'm not going to succeed. Because it's still glowing, so that's been the center. I don't think it's like completely solidified. at the moment. And I know that I could try to smash it harder, to try to break it. But if I smash it harder, there's a risk of peace flying around. And I know that the third row of the balcony, they don't care. But the people in the first row maybe have something to say. You're fine here. I protect you with my body. They're on their own over there. So if it doesn't break by just this, I just wait. Any questions? I have plenty of stuff to say, so that's not a problem, but I love questions. Yeah, go for it from the darkness. Sorry? Oh, we heat it up to melt it. So in the back we have a big furnace, industrial furnace, and we're actually burning gas. So we're actually using methane. The methane comes from a factory or a landfill, I don't know how you call that, outside Reykjavik, because they're doing methane from bio-waste from Reykjavik. And this methane, we burn it, that's like a big flame that is hot enough to melt lava and other stuff. So that's what we